Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning here in the Central Time Zone part of the U.S. And Mountain Time and Pacific Time. And if you're living in the East Coast, yeah, you're already in the afternoon, so your day gonna be gone really pretty fast. Once again, this is a new episode of Let's Draw on Something. I am your host, Craig Ep.17, born and raised in 773, relocated to the 901, and suffered immeasurably just like everybody else here in the 256. I'm joined by my co-host Jimmy JSmoove, who's born and raised in 901. Now he represents 832. Y'all know how he do, and if y'all do, that's good for you. Bless your heart, buy yourself something for Christmas. All right, on today's episode, Jimmy J gonna be talking about the Manny fight results, TO and the NFL Hall of Fame shutout. I also give a shout out to one of my former co-workers at FedEx, who over a recent loss of hers. And we're going to talk about sexism in the workplace and what Jimmy JSmoove and I, and believe me, Jimmy J has some good things to say about this subject. Matter of fact, both of us do, on what we think needs to stop with the sexism in the workplace. So without further ado, what is up, Jimmy J?
What's popping and what's driving, man? Yeah, man, I'm chilling, man. A beautiful Sunday morning, a little hot out here in Houston, but you know, this is the dog days of the summer, so hey, it is what it is. So, what we gonna start off with first, brother?
Well, first of all, we're gonna start off about this recent Facebook ban of yours. What the fuck you do?
Well, what did I do? Well, it need to be what Facebook is on because Facebook is really on some certified bullshit at this point, man. Because I made a comment about Charlemagne the Coon. He can hold his own nuts. That's all I said. And they've been letting me say coon for ages. All of a sudden, now they started to nitpick the word coon on Facebook. And I'm getting sick of Facebook at this point, man. You know, I probably use that as a contact thing, but other than that, I'm at the point now. I'm about to stop fucking with Facebook because every 2 months, I'm always in Facebook jail. I'm like, bitches, you let white supremacists run amok. You let all types of racist ass people say all types of fuck shit about black people. But the moment we start calling out our codes, the moment we start saying something revolutionary, now y'all want to monitor the page and act like you want to play police with black pages. Man, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, y'all can suck my entire dick at this point, man. I'm getting sick of all you fake ass, punk ass, sucker ass, FBI ass, goddamn. I take the payola from fucking law enforcement ass motherfuckers. I'm just sick of this shit, man. Real talk, man. I go on every other social media site. I don't have these problems. I say some crazy shit on Instagram. I say crazy shit on Twitter, as you've seen before. I don't get these problems. But as soon as I go on Facebook, well, Mr. Mac, right? You've done some crazy things right now, and we're going to have to give you a 30-day punishment. Man, bitch, fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg, and fuck the motherfucker who watching at Facebook, because I know you motherfuckers watching. You're probably watching this shit. I'm not surprised if you're watching this shit or listening to this shit. Fuck all you motherfuckers at Facebook. Fuck book. That's what the fuck y'all is. Y'all fuck book for all I give a fuck about. Y'all ain't shit. All you motherfuckers up there in that office up in California, wherever the fuck you is, Mark Zuckerberg in particular, his ass live in Hawaii with his goddamn land stealing ass motherfucker. He a bitch too. It's some fuck shit about that motherfucker too, because he building shit on land that don't belong to him up in Hawaii, and he needs to be called out for that shit. Oh, bitch ass motherfucker. Man, fuck all the motherfuckers at Facebook. I'm getting sick of you bitch ass motherfuckers. Y'all need to stick a broomstick up y'all asses for that whole ass shit y'all did. Fuck y'all.
Well, there you heard it. And by the way, Jimmy, I am going to share this on my Facebook page, so I know you gives no fucks. But I have to agree with you on some things there. It's like when I said about, when I told you I was in Twitter jail for about 24 hours because I said the word, because I posted up something, I replayed something about what Paul Mooney had said. You know, when Kanye was acting a fool, like with the Make America Great Again shit, he was with Trump and all that. And somebody tagged me on Twitter. Well, reported me on Twitter for me saying about it. I said the word coon. So So I made the post later on. I said, "Wow!" I said, "Didn't know Twitter had the capabilities of putting me in jail over telling the truth." And let me give a big shout out to her, bartender chick 78. She follows me on Twitter. That's damn, what's that kid name? That's his mom. Oh boy, he used to play for Billy Preston's mother. She hit me up and asked me what they do. And when I showed her what they did, she was like, I said the same thing, but they didn't fuck with her. So, like she said, apparently it had to be somebody. It had to be somebody that was just in their feelings, or just or pretty much don't like your ass, and they don't know you. And she had a point. So, and then like you said about with Facebook, no, I'm tell you something. I use Facebook for certain things. One thing, I'm gonna put it like this: I equate Facebook to a bar at a bar or restaurant. Okay, at a Hooters bar or whatever, any restaurant. You can talk about anything else on. Okay, you can talk about anything else on there. You can use your you can use the platform like I do, like my live videos of drawing and stuff like that. One thing is that you don't do. You don't go on there. You don't get on there to talk about. You don't get on there to talk about religion. You don't get on there to talk about politics, and you don't get on there too much to talk about your personal life, which I have really strayed from. But I found out recently, ladies and gentlemen, this is a subtle plug before shouting the things to come. I found out recently through a source of mine that I'm being talked about in regards about my personal life and someone else. So I'm not going to get into that. So all I got to say is, hey, fuck them. But, it, like you said, Facebook has become nothing but fuck. Because, that's all it is. Because once upon a time, and I'm going to go retro on y'all ass, do anybody, or do you remember, any of my listeners out there, do any of y'all remember this website called that really was the first ever social media site before Facebook? And bro, I messed with collegeclub.com. I messed with interesting folks. Yeah, I met some interesting mature folks on that site, bro. Man,
oh yeah,
that was back then. Facebook was back then exclusive to college people. So now, like you said, it has become you connect with your family and friends and all that shit. But now, like you said, it has become a fuck book, because, like I said, I'm sick and tired of seeing one of my Facebook friends posting statuses every fucking 5 minutes. Get the fuck off of Facebook posting this shit. Go to work, do something.
Yeah, as long as you posting niggas ain't shit and something that's detriment to black society, they fine and okay with it. But the moment you start going hard on the system, your shit finna get shut down. They finna put you in 30-day lockdown and shit like that. And that's some fuck shit, man. And I'm getting tired of that shit, dog. Like, Facebook wasn't like it at first. You might say some crazy shit. A person might have to report you. But now Facebook have this automated system to where they automatically lock your account down. It's not even people got to report you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because back then when you got reported, you know what I'm saying, somebody go report you. But now Facebook is just, making up shit as they go. I'm like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all getting whacked. And then y'all got this thing talking about, well, you gotta, I don't own the copyright to this song and shit like that. Bitch, y'all ain't no motherfucking YouTube or nothing like that. I get if YouTube do some shit like that. I get if Spotify do some shit like that, because Spotify have a direct access to the record industry and BMI and ASCAP. But these motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here, Facebook.
Yeah, like somebody wanted to oh, okay. Yeah, like somebody wanted to I did a live one time, somebody recorded me for using the music and shit. And I had to call out a fellow a guy. I don't know if you paid any attention to about it on Twitter today. Yesterday. No, the dude I told you about, Ron Chalk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's the dude, the black dude that had the nerve to call me a racist idiot. Okay. And man, our partner, man, big shout out to him, Mario Smith. We were talking about that, and he said the same thing. You know, he said that you know, a black person don't know how to be racist. And I said, man, that's the same thing. I was telling him about you. I said, man, that's the same thing my partner Jimmy said, man. A black person don't know how to be more prejudiced than they know how to be racist. They don't know how to be racist. Yeah. You know, like I told a story about my pops. You know, when I got to thinking about some things, I think my pops he was a mix between prejudice and racist. I'm gonna tell you why. Because like when I mentioned something about the Vietnamese and shit, like when I mentioned something about the Vietnamese and shit, right?
Right.
Okay. He kind of get a little bit agitated. And I asked him, I said, well, Pop, I said, and I remember I asked him this one time. I said, Pop, do you got a problem? I said, do you got a problem with any other color skin besides your own? And he said, no. I said, well, what about the Vietnamese? And he had long pause. He said, I'd rather not get into that. But, you know, when I broke it down with my partner, he said, man, he said, hey, didn't you tell me he wouldn't fall in the war? I said, yeah. He said, maybe he still feels some type of way about them, you know? He probably feels some type of way still. You know, and me, and, you know, and like I said, I was insulted when the dude called me that shit. When the motherfucker called me that shit. So what I did, I did a Bing search, and I pulled up all his shit. This motherfucker got, as of now, he got like 356 people following, 206. He following 356 people, and then and his tagline reads, Kansas born, Jayhawk bred, Arizona puts the roof over my head. And they put capitalized patriot, hashtag rock chalk, hashtag KU ball, hashtag pay heed. So, in case you missed it several months ago, yeah. Okay, so I put out there, and I said this. I said, in case you missed it, I see why am I. Several months ago, this dude, the nerd, called me racist when I was telling the truth about a former.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss indeed. Never forget. And then I also said this. Shit, that's why I said laptop. And I also made this remark, and I said I also like to add, if anyone knows, and I called him out at Rock Chalker, mentioning him that I like to personally invite him on my live stream on tomorrow so we can come clean on things. But I doubt it because he doesn't have the balls to respond. I said he blocks, then says his piece.
Thank you. I meant to watch it. Just continue, dog.
Yeah. So that was it. Yeah, I finished reading what I said. I said he blocks, then he says his piece. But what I was tripping off of, though, the man, the fucking nerd, called me a racist idiot. I'm not fucking racist, for one. Now, there's a lot of motherfuckers I dislike. I said it on there. I think I said on last week's show. I don't like street niggas. I really don't, because that's all, you know. That's the only life they was raised and they know how to do.
Yeah.
You know, they bring the street life on home with them. They street niggas. You know, some of them I do know is pretty cool, but the ones that's really about that life, you know, if you still 40 or 50 some years old, you still about that life. Just stay fuck away from me. I don't like y'all ass. You know?
Yeah. A young person you can understand because he's trying to find his manhood anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know, or if you was in the 1960s and 70s where the job market was kind of janky to some degree, or the only way you can get a job is you was in a dangerous spot to work, that was completely understandable and stuff like that. But I mean, now, come on, dude. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on. I mean.
Continue.
Yeah, and you know, and then like I mean, you know, like you said, like when the job market was good, like my pop said, man, he said when he got out of Dom, it was tough for people like him to get a job. You know, and that's fucked up. And ain't gonna go against the grain here, Jimmy, because we're gonna add a little bonus. So we're gonna talk about the Manny results in minutes down the way. Then my partner asked me a good question, and I'm getting ready to say this.
And what's that, sir?
He asked me. He said, "Me being private military, how do I feel about not kneeling? About all the NFL players and all of them and everybody else kneeling." This is what I told him, and if everybody is listening to this show, this is my answer, and I'm gonna stick by it. Yes, true. I'm gonna say first and foremost, I'm proud to be a veteran. Okay, I served in the Army National Guard for 6 years, from 1997 to 2003.
Yeah,
I have none whatsoever against guys like Colin Kaepernick and everybody else kneeling down for that flag. I have nothing against it. And the way I look at it is like this: you are using your right to protest. It's also code for you using your rights of the Constitution, freedom of expression and freedom of speech. And why I say the reason why you probably figure like, well, Craig, how they fall line of freedom of speech? Because you kneel down easy. Your body language is a form of communication as well. So I'm all for it in hell. And I say this: if I was in the guard, we had to, and then with the flag and shit, I would piss some folks off by doing that. I don't give a fuck. I would have did it. I wouldn't give a fuck. If I was still in the guard, they talking about salute. Oh, my motherfucking ass kneeling down. And I'm saying it right on here. I wouldn't give a fuck what if somebody had a problem with it if I did. Hey, I'm expressing my constitutional right. If I want to kneel down, that's my business. If I want to raise my fist in the air, that's my motherfucking business. And I will do that.
You a bold motherfucker if you're doing that in the military, but hey, I wouldn't be mad at you.
But
that's different. Go ahead.
But hold on, but I did it at the Alabama annual graduation. I'm talking about now play for the national anthem. I kneeled down. Bro, I told you that on the last show. I kneeled down. I was on one knee. And everybody looked at me like, what the fuck? Tell me, man, you need to get up. Like, fuck you. Shit. And some folks was even sitting, when they was playing, some folks that was when they was playing the national anthem, they was sitting down, dog. I'm bold like that. So I'm all for anybody kneeling down for that flag. You expressing your constitutional right of freedom of expression and freedom of speech. And me being a veteran, I have no problem with what they doing. And hell, I will do it too.
I heard that, brother.
Y'all heard from me right here. And yes, I am going to share this video on Facebook because I got some military friends in there. Some of them probably still in the military, may not feel that way, but hey, who cares? I'm just saying what it is. And I asked my boy's question. That was honest and just being honest, you know? So, now with that out of the way, once again, Jimmy JSmoove is in Facebook jail for 30 days for just being just Jimmy. So, speaking of NFL, man, Terrell Owens has found out that the NFL Hall of Fame will not acknowledge his speech will not acknowledge him at the Hall of Fame. They won't even mention him at the Hall of Fame. Ooh. I don't blame T.O. for that. For not wanting to show up.
I'm with him too, because T.O., as much as I don't like T.O., as much of an asshole he is and the stupidest he is, T.O. was a first ballot Hall of Famer. And it took y'all 3-4 years to get this dude in there. That's unfair to that dude. And just because I dislike a person does not mean they're any less of a Hall of Famer. Like Brian Urlacher. I'm not a fan of Brian Urlacher, but he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I will say
Brian
that.
Urlacher. I call him Urlacher.
Yeah, I'll say that. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. What he did on the field was amazing. He was a damn good middle linebacker. And that cannot be overshadowed by what he did on off the field. Yeah, people may look at that, but I can take away my feelings of a person and say if this person is good in boxing or good in basketball or football, hey, he's a good basketball player. And if he deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, regardless of any sport he's in, I'll say that. And that's the same with T.O. You know, T.O. deserved to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. They dragged ass because of their feelings of T.O. And T.O. had great points on why he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He had 1,000% great points. You know, he destroyed Skip Bayless in that debate because Skip Bayless had no place to tell that dude what he told him. Well, you was a locker room cancer. Locker room cancer don't mean what you do on the field. What you do on the field is totally different. Yes, what happens in the locker room can play a factor in you winning and losing the Super Bowl, but that does not make T.O. any less of a great wide receiver. If you look at the great wide receivers, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, you know, who you got at number 3 spot? You could argue Terrell Owens. You could argue Marvin Harrison. You could argue those guys in particular. There's only 2 guys you could argue.
Yeah.
So
and funny you should mention that. I pulled up a tweet when you said about Randy Moss. Because like I said, I got my phone on charge and everything. I gotta pull it up because I think big shout out to Jacquez Green, by the way. He shot this dude down with a point that was made. The one thing I hate about this damn phone, you pull up something that's supposed to be saved up and rewind the shit back. This guy, he said something, and I quote, "I can't justify putting Randy Moss in the top 5 with how often he took plays off, while the others were always out there grinding all game. Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, even my boy Art Monk belongs in there before Moss. Can't be top 5 if you were known for taking plays off constantly." So Jacquez's response to that, God damn. See, this is why I fucking hate Android phones. You try to pull up the shit that you need to pull up, it'll take you where the fuck you wanted to go. I like a Jacquez response to that though. And he said in a quote, damn. Hey, fuck you, Twitter. Okay, tweets and replies. But he said something, man. It was damn. I can't fucking find this shit. These fucking weak ass Android phones, man.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Yeah.
God damn. I got this ZTE Blade phone. This motherfucker acts stupid. It's supposed to be a good ass phone. This shit acts stupid as hell.
Yeah.
But the point, but Jacquez made a good point with dude though. And by the way, well, I ain't gonna talk about that. But he was saying that he constantly took plays off. Okay. Whereas I don't like T.O. I don't like Randy a little bit. I'm glad he's in the Hall of Fame, but let's not forget about some of the fuck shit Randy did too now. Like, I felt with his play, every time when he was in the Super Bowl, I think he was going to business. Randy at times would often go into business for himself at times. Like,
yeah,
when Baltimore played San Fran had opportunity. What the fuck was that? Hold on. Like that. Hold on. Okay, well, we got a little snafu here with Jimmy J. Right, so I decided to call him. I'm gonna try to find this tweet. Tweet here. Okay, he's back. But like I was saying, Randy, like that dude had a point about Randy constantly taking plays off. That's code for going into business for himself. Randy was very bad about that shit. Prime example, the 49ers against Baltimore in that 2012 Super Bowl. had an opportunity to go up 2 fucking touchdowns. And Randy Moss was wide open, beat single covers. He burned the fucking Baltimore secondary. He couldn't even catch a ball from Colin Kaepernick. I'm like, Kaepernick throwing the man a good ass catchable passes, and when he catches it, he drops it. And then he want to get pissed off at Kaepernick. I'm like, really, dude?
Yeah, I mean,
he did with Tom Brady.
I mean, let's be clear. Randy wasn't the best teammate in the world either.
That's what I'm saying. He really wasn't. I ain't gonna say he wasn't good. I'm put it like this: rookie year Randy Moss. Okay, they just say he was a better person because Chris Carter even said sometimes Randy made him want to knock the hell out of his ass sometime too. You know, he went on record saying that. But
yeah.
Well, he told him, man, how he needed to play. He said, look, stop going in business. You got to stop going in business for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of Randy Moss's best moves was to leave Florida State, because had he stayed at Florida State, he would have never played football at all. You know, he ended up transferring.
And then, by the way, don't bother watching the Rand University 30 for 30, because Randy was supposed to put some input in on it, he didn't. So then he admitted he intentionally fucked that up because he really didn't want to put forth effort on the project, because that's why I say he like an enigma, dude. He don't want people to know about a lot of shit that he did. You know, like man started he started fucking fatherhood early. He got Randy 41. Randy 41, he got a son that's 20, I think 24, 25 years old right now. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to find this thing here. And I might well look for it to see if I got it on likes, man, because sometimes I need the Android phone, let alone with Twitter, to get on my fucking nerves some damn time.
Well, yeah, Florida State did him a
okay. Jacquez is okay. I apologize, y'all. I found it. Jacquez's response to that tweet old boy said when he said he can't justify Randy Moss being in the top 5. Jacquez's reply to that was Moss caught 17 touchdowns as a rookie, and then he put the emoji with the zipper lip. The game was easy out the gate. Feature receiver on 2 of the most prolific offenses in NFL history capitalized. Started the phrase, quote unquote, "You got Moss." I agree.
Oh yeah.
I got to bring Jack on that one, and let's not forget, Jacquez is also a part of that Steve Spurrier funded gun too.
Yeah.
And you know, like when he would tweet with me and Jimmy, I think you follow him too as well, because I know that he liked a lot of your responses on some things football related as well. He even said that some of the stuff that they ran in Florida, he even said that Steve Spurrier was ahead of his time on a lot of shit. And said everything what you seeing in the NFL all came from him.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, every sport is a copycat sport. You know, NFL, like the quote Dallas Cowboy great Drew Pearson, NFL is a Me Too league. NFL is a Me Too league. It's a copycat league, you know. NBA is a Me Too league and copycat league. And big shout out to Ted Dugan, Ted Gwynn. He writes for Oakland. He covers like our football offense and stuff. And somebody asked him a good question about what's the difference between college football offenses and pro offenses. And he said, which one does he like better? He said college offenses, no doubt. He said, because you get something fresh, innovative, you get something new and innovative. You get something very new and innovative every year. NFL, they got to have it. And it's more complex. They run more complex and word-heavy schemes in the professional setting. And I replied, I said, yeah. I said, there's one coach that runs an NFL-based offense in college. I said, and that's Jimbo Fisher. Because, you know, a lot of them guys don't want to understand this shit. Look, they just want something simple. Jimmy, what would you rather? What play would you rather for me to call? 22 slot talk, twins tight 22 slot. That or trips tight left, 58 delta zipper choice option. See, that's a John Gruden call.
Wow, I would rather call the latter one.
The 22 slot right. That's it.
Because it spreads the field better than the first one. It spreads out the field. I like situations where I can spread the field on the team.
Because I already know, and in case people don't know what I mean by 22. 22 is the personnel, so that's double two tight end, two running back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know the shit people I read. So, but I don't blame T.O. for. But see, and I'm gonna tell you another reason why NFL probably done that. A lot of people ain't saying. T.O. in the business for itself. He being all about T.O. Now I ain't saying I agree with what the NFL. I don't agree with what the NFL is doing, but that's the GIF that these writers don't want to present. And I think Skip Bayless and Eric Dickerson. And and if you ain't, and let me tell you something, y'all don't have Fox Sports 1 on whatever cable company you have, Xfinity, Cox Communications, or Wow, you missing out. I even hit my partner Mario Smith on there because he said he catches it live on his phone on YouTube because he has the Fox Sports 1 app, and he said he said to him, Undisputed is better than First Take. I agree. And Skip Bayless, he basically said the same thing that I said in a sense. He was just like, he said it ain't. He said the NFL feels that T.O. is all about T.O. He said that's why they done it. So I don't blame him for not wanting to show up. But then they said they're gonna mail him his gold jacket. But you know, Jimmy and I, we express. I'm gonna say this here. I think last year's. Let me see. Last year's class and this year's Hall of Fame class is good. However, you know, this year's class overshadows the fact that you have two assholes headline.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Randy, he's a good player, but you know, he has a tendency to go into business for himself at times. And yet, Randy was a bad teammate. He was a bad teammate. Yeah. He was outspoken. Terrell Owens. He was a bad. He basically, yeah, he was. He really don't want to say it. He basically was a bad teammate, man. He know that, but however, he makes some valid points about shit. Like for all you Cowboy fans out there, why the fuck Jason Garrett still y'all coach? You don't get have one playoff appearance with that in how many years you been there?
Yeah, and was going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he got a point. Got a point.
And was supposed to go to the Super Bowl. The year Prescott's first year. They were supposed to go to the Super Bowl. They were supposed to be here in Houston for that Houston Super Bowl. You know, they were supposed to be playing for that Super Bowl. And that's like the third time they were supposed to play in the Super Bowl the last 15, 17, 18 years. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had the number one team in the win.
And I give it to them. I mean, I don't like Dallas myself because they're overrated. But I give it to Jerry. I mean, they got one of the best coaching staffs, bar none, in the fucking league, man. So what's the problem?
Yeah, I agree.
You know, you got one of the best fucking coaching staffs in the league. What's the fucking problem? I mean, and I'm gonna tell you a team nobody ain't gonna be talking about this year that really has the best coaching staff and put up a shitload of fucking points this year offensively and shut it down defensively. San Diego. Well, the LA, I still call them San Diego Chargers, the LA Chargers. I mean, shit. Dude's first year, Anthony, whatever his name is, the coach, the running back, he was the running back coach because he did say, yeah, just because I'm running back coach, I mean, we're gonna be a run-based team only. He said, I believe using the pass set up the run. Man, shit. Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen, Phillip Rivers. Shoo. But I'm glad though. I'm gonna say one thing about LA Chargers. You know, I knew it was coming, and I didn't know why they kept his name on long. Yeah, they had to get rid of Antonio Gates though. He was just filling up space.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Antonio Gates wasn't the same since 2006. He stayed getting hurt. So, but I don't blame him. Like I said, I don't blame T.O. for not showing up. Hell, I wouldn't want to show up either. But you know, it is what it is. You know. Jimmy got some fight results. Manny Pacquiao had a TKO, and this is more of Jimmy's forte, so I'm gonna let him have that. I heard that his boy Manny Pacquiao had a TKO last night, a total demolition.
Man, he whooped that dude every round that he fought this dude in. He got a knockdown in the second round. He got a knockdown of Lucas Matisse in the fifth round, and in the seventh round, he whooped that boy ass to the point to where he took a knee like Colin Kaepernick, and he just said he spit his mouthpiece out. And Kenny Bayless, who's a referee, world famous referee of many great fights, a lot of Mayweather fights, he did the right thing and said, "Hey, that's it." You know, some people felt like he could continue to fight, but Kenny Bayless is one of those referees. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like him, but he's a good referee. I mean, if he sees a guy hurt and can't continue, he'll stop that damn fight. He's one of the better referees out there. And he saw that Lucas Matisse didn't want no more. He saw the body language, and he said, "Hey," he waved the fight off, and Manny Pacquiao had a great celebration there. So congratulations to Manny Pacquiao, his first KO victory since he knocked out Miguel Cotto in 2009. My thing with Manny Pacquiao, okay, right now you got one of three options. You can probably hold that title and fight a few putty patrollers. Number two, fight Errol Spence, or Terrence Crawford. You might get your ass whooped. You might get knocked the fuck out. But you can ask for a big payday against either one of them. Because, especially Errol Spence. Errol Spence is an independent contractor at this point. He's Al Heyman is his manager. He doesn't have a promoter. He's a free agent. He has his own promotional company. You can ask Bob Arum a little bit more money to get your ass whooped by Terrence Crawford. Or the third one, he might just need to sit his ass down. And I wouldn't have no problem with him sitting his ass down. So, because he is going to be 40 at the end of the year. He is a senator, so he is distracted outside of boxing. Even the prime minister of the Philippines said, "Hey, man, you need to stop fighting, dude. I mean, we want to remember this victory. We don't want to remember you getting your ass whooped and stuff like that." And he needs to take a page out of Mayweather's book, retire on his own terms. He's at the point now where he retired on his own. He's at the point where he's retiring on his own terms because he ain't got that top stake contract. Better known as Top Rank to boxing fans. Bob Arum's Top Rank boxing. He was able to wiggle his way out of Top Rank, that contract of top stake, So now that you don't got Bob Arum with you, I say fight one more fight. If you're gonna fight another fight, just fight one more fight. Ask for a shitload of money and don't get out of boxing. I prefer you to just take this victory as it is and get out of boxing. Now there are rumors that Manny Pacquiao owes $20 million at the Filipino IRS. I hope not. There's rumors. It's rumored. I can't confirm it. That's why I say it's rumors. You know what I'm saying? But Manny Pacquiao needs to retire. That's my personal opinion. He needs to sit his ass down somewhere. He's getting too old. I don't know how many kids he got if he's on his way to being a grandfather like Brett Favre was in the NFL. So, I mean, come on, dude. I don't think he should fight anymore. Me personally, I don't know his financial situation, but if his financial situation is bad to where he needs to fight one more time or a couple of more times or fight a few putties to get back on track, then,
now he lost 20 like this. Now, if that rumor is true about him owing the Philippine IRS $20 million, I mean that fight with Floyd Mayweather, even with him being on the losing end and him getting part of the ticket, you know, because look, let me tell people something about how these athletes get paid. Okay, just say Jimmy J and I, we fight. All right. Let's take. I'm gonna go one better, and I'm bold for saying this. Let's say Jimmy JSmoove and I fighting in a UFC event, first ever UFC event in an outdoor arena, Liberty Bowl Stadium. Liberty Bowl seat by what? If I'm right about Jimmy, by what? Almost 100,000. Okay. We fighting in Liberty Bowl. Jimmy J and I fight in Liberty Bowl Stadium. We supposed to get a sellout of basically 100,000 people. All right. 20% come to us. So between 20%, 10% of the house comes to us. Okay. 10% of the house comes to us. A certain percentage of ticket sales come to us. And the pay-per-view revenue, a percent, and I think we're just split down the middle of pay-per-view revenue comes to us. So just for the sake, if you get,
I agree.
If this fight get 5 points, if our fight got about like 5.6 million viewers on cable, 10% of 5.6 million is 560,000 viewers, $560,000.
Yeah.
All right, that's what Jimmy and I gets. So come on, we get Craig Smith getting ready to take y'all to school here, math school here.
Yeah.
5.6 million viewers of the fight, 10% of that is $560,000. Jimmy and I get that. So let's say 560. Okay. Liberty Bowl be a sellout if we sell out 102,000 at the gate. 10% of that is 12,000. Okay, that's $12,000. So 560,000, 12,000 is $572,000 right then and there. Ticket sales. I guess that varies. So let's just say maybe the percentage of the highest amount of tickets sold will be a kicker. So let's just go and say that out of 100,000 people that have bought, let's just use that. Let's just say we get 20,000 of that. That's our paycheck.
Yeah.
So out of 104,000, so this is what we're saying, people. Out of 100,000 for seated stadium sellout, and 5.6 million people watching on television. Jimmy J and I, we would both get, like I said, 560, 12,000. That's 572, and I'll just round off, say $20,000 maybe for the ticket sale that we're gonna get a piece. Jimmy J and I will have $592,000 combined. So if you do the math, we both will have 1.84 million combined. Split it down the middle. That's your numbers. See, that's how the boxers get paid. But also, you got to kick back, what, 30% to Uncle Sam?
Yeah, 30% to Uncle Sam. And let me break this down, because let's say you got a promoter. Promoter can take up to 33%, anywhere from 10% to 33%.
By right,
then 10%. You got to by right 10%, but he can take up to 33 if he wants to. But a lot of times he's gonna get paid off the gate fee if there is no agreement to get part of the gate. And that's where Bob Arum makes a lot of his money at. You know what I'm saying? His money comes from the gate revenue, of course, the other revenue. You got to pay your trainer 10% of the fee. Then you got to pay your manager, depending on the agreement between the manager, anywhere at no less than 6% of that purse. Now, a boxing manager who's really acting as a promoter, basically. The Muhammad Ali say you can't act as a promoter and a manager, but that's basically the same thing a boxing manager is. He's no different than a lower level promoter. That's all he is. But the manager can take up to 20%. But let's do the bare minimum 10%. That's 50% of your purse right there. If the promoter takes 33%, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta account for nutrition fees. Then you gotta pay for sparring partners. So that $1.8 million can go away very fast. You know, you could end up on the back end with $800,000. That's if you don't have your shit together. But with Al Heyman fighters, the reason why these dudes are talking about Al Heyman and they're smiling all the time, because if you look at those PBC fights that be on television or on Showtime and FS1 and stuff like that, those dudes are always smiling. Those dudes are smiling for some reason because they don't have to pay a lot of those fees and shit like that. They don't have to pay a lot of those fees. What Al Heyman's gonna do? Al Heyman's gonna get his 10%. You're responsible for paying the other manager, because Al Heyman is an advisor. That's all he does. But he's gonna get his 10% off the rip. But the manager, he's gonna make sure the managers don't get any more than, I'll say, 10% either. So if you got another manager, that's 20%. Your trainer gonna get 10%, which is required by law. Now he can drop down to 6%, but you cannot pay your trainer less than 6%.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. But we were saying like split among us. I said it was gonna be $592,000. Okay, that's how much we probably make for that one fight. Okay, so right now what you saying? Okay, you gotta give your promoter. Let's go come out with it. You gotta give your promoter 10. Let's add these percentages here. 10% for the promoter. Okay, then you said 20% for who?
The 20% can be for the manager, but it can be up to 20%. I'm saying up to 20% for.
Okay, let's just go and say. Okay, so let's just go and say 20%. So that's 30% combined. And then you said whatever, and you said some other percentages around, right? So that's about like the other percentage is about like what, a good 5 or 6%.
Yeah, you can pay them as low. You can pay your trainer as low as 5%, but you do have to have that in writing.
Okay, actually, so that's another 35%. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's roll with that. So 35% out of $592,000, people. How much is going to be coming out of our pockets?
Woo, that's like shit.
$384,000 out of our pocket, and that'd be our take. And the remainder of that be our take on, which is, get this, 200. Woo, a little bit under $200,000. So
yeah, and that's how a lot of.
So we basically went out there, get our ass kicked for nothing.
Yeah,
and like Jimmy said, now if you're doing it from the $1.8 million standpoint, you still gonna come home with a little less than nothing and shit. So you already know, and then like I said, you already know you gotta kick back taxes too. So you barely. So if you go ahead and do the math, y'all barely gonna come home with. You gonna be in the double figures with that car when you get through with everything. So,
but here's the thing, though. Now it's possible that person can walk away with that $1.8 million if you, as you stated in the earlier thing. Now, if he's coming home with the revenue, part of the revenue, let's take this into consideration. He get paid. You know, they can only get what's off the purse. Unless the promoter unless the promoter get part of the revenue and stuff like that. But sometimes promoter can be in a situation where they can take your purse as well, because if it's a flat fee, let's say they pay you $1.8 million flat fee, then promoter has to get his cut. He's promoting you. He's taking all the risk. He's putting all the venue people together, the popcorn and all that other good stuff. So he's part of that. He's getting part of that. He has to get part of that because he's promoting you and stuff like that. So the description I was giving, that's how boxers actually go broke and stuff like that. And then let's take into account 3% cut man fee, then 5% nutrition fee, then you got to pay your sparring partner, because your sparring partner ain't going to work for free. He's taking time out of his schedule to get his ass whooped by you every day, up for 90 days in training camp and stuff like that. So he's got to make some bread too. Now, I mean, and then the trainer got to get his cut, because the trainer got to pay his assistant trainers and all those other good people and stuff like that. So, and then he got to pay gym dues. So it's a lot that goes with boxing, and that's how a lot of boxers go broke, because they're not making. A lot of them ain't seeing $1 million. A lot of boxers ain't seeing $1 million in their lives at all. You got dudes that ain't never seen $100,000, and they've won multiple world titles all over the world, but they've never seen $100,000 in their life. And that's the reason why I'm happy that the World Boxing Super Series is in place. And shout out to Richard Schaefer. I had an opportunity to meet Richard Schaefer. He's the former CEO of Golden Boy Promotion. When he found out Oscar De La Hoya was doing musical chair with his booty hole, and that's a fact. I'm not defaming his character. This is an indisputable fact.
Hell no.
Go and get that laugh out, nigga. Go and get that laugh.
That's new to me, dog. This fool said he check his booty.
I mean, this ain't nothing. This is indisputable fact. He had to testify in court and said he let another woman do musical chairs in his booty hole. That is a fact. It's nothing disputed. You can't even dispute this. I'm not defaming his character. So if you want to say I'm defaming his character, no. This is a court document. You can look this up.
Oh shit.
Damn, he laughed hard. But Richard Schaefer left after that. Yeah, Richard.
Boy promotion. I'm sorry. Somebody.
Hey, whoever keep calling Jimmy JSmoove with their live stream, hold your call, please.
Back in. Hold on.
Excuse me, y'all. Oh man.
Hold on.
I ain't never laughed that hard.
I'm back.
All right.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
But no, Richard Schaefer. Okay, I'm here. But Richard Schaefer, he's behind the World Boxing Super Series that's going on, and the winner of the World Boxing Super Series get paid a grand total of $50 million. And for a lot of those boxers, they've never seen $1 million, $100,000. So I'm glad, Richard Schaefer, who's a former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, putting this in place. He's doing a damn good job. Ever since he had to take that 3 years off from boxing, he's been doing a damn thing, because let's take into account, Richard Schaefer is was a former bank president when he started Golden Boy Promotion. He got half the money for Golden Boy to upstart Golden Boy Promotion, and Oscar took his little money that he made from Bob Arum, and they got that stuff started. So, and his success with Golden Boy, along with his relationship with Al Heyman, had really propelled Golden Boy Promotions to the top. And when Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer left that relationship with Golden Boy, it's been going down. You ain't heard about Golden Boy other than Canelo Alvarez or a couple of other fighters and stuff like that. But back to my point, though, Richard Schaefer is giving $50 million to the winner of the World Boxing Super Series, and they're going to have season 2 this year. They've already finna complete. They're finna complete season 1, which is finna have an undisputed champion at cruiserweight, which only 2 other guys became cruiserweight champion: the late O'Neal Bell and Evander Holyfield, prior to him moving up to heavyweight. So that's some good stuff, man. If a guy gets a minimum of that $50 million, that's taking account. That $50 million is theirs. Nobody cannot even touch that, but they can touch their purse. So yeah, with boxing, if they don't have to pay you part of their revenue either. They can't touch that either. Now, if they make an agreement and say, hey, you can get part of this revenue money I'm making, then that's an agreement between you and them. But they can't touch that. But if you're getting part of the revenue, that's where you can make a lot of money. That's how Floyd Mayweather has made billions of dollars in boxing. that's how Oscar De La Hoya made close to billions of dollars in boxing. That's how Manny Pacquiao made a lot of his money outside of getting fucked by Bob Arum. That's how he made a lot of his money. You know what I'm saying? Was revenue. So the thing is, the key thing is, it's best to be a promoter for yourself. And if you're going to get with a promoter, have it in writing to where you can get part of that revenue. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, that's how Ronda Rousey made a lot of her money in the UFC, was getting part of the revenue in the UFC. You know, a lot of her money came to part of the revenue. A lot of Conor McGregor's money came part of the revenue and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, it's a lot of fees that go with it. But if you can get that revenue that's at the gate, at the live gate, at the concession stands and all the other good stuff, oh, that's a lot of money right there. So, yeah, but I just hope Manny Pacquiao I'd rather him retire than to continue boxing because, you know, I'm not a Pacquiao fan per se, but I do respect his legacy as a boxer. And he need to go away. You need to do what Floyd Mayweather did, man. Retire on your own terms. You know, he's got a good promotional company, so he can bring some other Filipino fighters in and be like, hey, I'm going to promote you. I'm going to pay you a good percentage and stuff like that. He can make money that way. He's got a damn good promotional company because a lot of his fighters with his promotional company that's not associated with Top Rank, those are some good fighters over there in the Philippines. So he can make money that way. And then people will fight for him because he's Manny Pacquiao. They'll be willing to fight for him in the Philippines because those dudes, you know, outside of those big name promoters, they make peanuts, dude. Real talk. So he can make money that way.
Oh shit. Yeah. And
you still tripping off the musical chairs.
I'm through, man. I'm through on this shit. Also, man, I got two melancholy happy trails, as they say on Pardon Interruption. But found out well, good damn good coworker of mine who I used to work with over at Mega Hub at FedEx, Brittany Carroll, little Brit. She lost her son this past Friday, man. He was 3 weeks old, and you know, she's pretty well, we actually had two deaths, but I'm gonna talk about Brittany's in a minute, but well, I'm not gonna talk about hers. And we had another death out at FedEx where we used to work at FedEx. A homeless man by the name of Butterfield. He died of a heart attack out there at the job over there by Courtyard, over at the Courtyard at the FedEx work. I found out he had died of a heart attack. Some people say it probably was a heat-related stroke, or others say it was a heart attack. But I mean, when you have a defibrillator and they don't respond, yes, that's a heart attack. So condolences to heartfelt prayers, condolences and thoughts. You know, thoughts and prayers go out to his family, and to my girl Britt Carroll, her losing her son. You know, 3 weeks old, too much too soon. Okay, and and I got to say this, you know, she's pretty beat up about that right now. And she's making a shitload of posts about it. You know, hey, she's hurt. So, and I even told her, hey, you know, thoughts and prayers to you. And I didn't get a response from her, but I'm gonna say this. I for one, hey, I'm 40, all right, and I don't have no children of my own. However, I don't like to see people that have children parent go through the loss of losing a child, or let alone in my case, a child losing a parent. Okay, then we tell them it's two worst things ever. And with her with Britt's case, with her being a mother, that's understandable. That's very understandable, man. Because hey, I would, with all due respect, with respect and all this, don't go into details with that. But with her being the mother to her son, That's an attachment that's not going to go away. And I don't know how you know. Sometimes, you know, and then sometimes, man, you know, I don't know how the father, the son is, how he's reacting. You know, people mourn in their own way. And I'm pretty sure he's beat up about it. He's pretty beat up about it as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, that's really that's the worst thing that the parents should have to go through is losing their child, man. And in Brittany's case, with her being, you know, her being a mother, you know, her being a mother and stuff like that, you know, losing a loved one like that, yeah, that's gonna fuck you up a little bit. It's gonna fuck you up a little bit because, man, I've seen some, and you know, and I just, you know, just pray Britt don't act, you know, my girl don't, my Rhoda don't act this way. There was one woman that, I mean, when she lost her child, man, I mean, she, oh my God, Jimmy,
yeah,
I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I'm talking about, man, she just acted just so totally fucking stupid. I mean, she was just doing just doing crazy shit that she really didn't care. Didn't care if folks didn't got mad at her about it or what. You know, hey, you know, we understand. You know, I'm not here for the record, people. I'm not talking about the old BC. Okay, I'm not talking about my girl Britt. This is somebody who I used to work with long ago. I mean, she took her mourning and to the level to a point where I had to keep my distance from. Several people had to keep their distance from. You know,
yeah.
it was just stupid. And then there was one there, excuse me. And there was another former employee out there, man. She still works out there. She shift hops from days to nights to days to nights. And there was somebody called out on Facebook about it. You know, and they said, God damn, you know, you was just on day side with shit 2 months ago, and then you back on nights. You know, and come to find out since she's acting crazy, she acting crazy stupid like that because she lost her mom. You know, and then she got on there and just boldly said that the reason why she do things like that is because that's her. She don't care how crazy it is, and she doing her. Ain't nobody doing her but her. Said if she want to flip flop shifts, if she want to go on one shift a day and turn around flip flop tomorrow and go back, that's her business. Okay. Really, that's not a good look. I mean, when I lost my father, when I lost my father, yeah, I mourned it in my own way. I didn't break down crying. I was pissed. But however, and I would say it on here, I knew it was eventually going to come because the way he was acting. So I just, you know, I didn't cry about it. I mourned my own way and kept moving on. You didn't see me crying about changing jobs or anything. I will admit, yeah, I'm drinking like a motherfucker and I need to stop. The beer every other day. You know, whereas in his case, he would get up every morning, stay there and drink coffee and water. That motherfucker drink a beer. So I already knew right then. I'm like, hey, you know, he didn't give a fuck. Why should I? So, I mean, like I said, you know, again, on behalf of myself and Jimmy JSmoove to Brittany, thoughts and prayers to you. You know, hey, everybody praying for you and stuff like that. You know, losing your child like that. You know, don't let that affect your work. Don't let that affect your work. Don't let that affect don't let that affect your livelihood, if you will. You got a strong mind, man. You can tell you got a strong mind. And you know, and like you said, he was just with you 3 weeks ago. So, you know, stay focused. Stay focused. And I'm just gonna say this, stay focused. And when you get later down the road, just get to remember to yourself. Don't put in Brittany is, I'm telling you some advice, Brittany. I want you to listen. Later on down the road, it can be a year or 2 years or 3 years from now. Think about what could have been with your son to yourself. To you. Just to yourself. Don't post this shit on Facebook. I'm saying again, don't post your thoughts and shit on Facebook or nothing. You gave birth to a son that you lost 3 weeks ago. You didn't have no business losing. I understand that. We all understand that.
Yeah.
And we also And I know deep in her mind, she probably and you know, when you read a person's post deep enough, you know, you can read between the lines, you know, in a subtle way, so to speak.
Yeah.
I would say that she's probably angry at God right now. But
Yeah.
you shouldn't be. Maybe he has a reason, and sometimes you have to silently question his reasons. And I advise you not to do it. You know, like I got mad as fuck. And I apologize to God this morning. I apologize to the man before I went to bed last night this morning when I got up. We were supposed to have some rain here for 2 days, and instead we getting fucking heat wave.
Yeah.
Like what, you know, and I'm like, damn, bro. I mean, and then when I give you a prime example, I got a coworker, man, he picked me up from work around about 3:30. Temperature was 74 degrees. And man, I go outside, it's just as muggy as I don't know what it, and my car and the car was sweating on the outside. Everybody's car was sweating all on the outside. And you can look at the house and stuff is sweating. Like, what in the world? It didn't rain, you know, ground just as dry. But I'm like, dang, man, you know, but you know, really, you're not supposed to question God's work. And Brittany, I just gotta say this to you. You have to just remember, just think silently to yourself all the times that you want to spend with your son. Something down the road, like, damn, my son could have been this and that. Man, my son and now him and his daddy could have did this and that. Just think about all the good times that you could have had with him, and the few little times and days and weeks that you spent with your son. That's not gonna go away. But I know deep down, man, hey, you questioning him. Don't get on Facebook and question him. Get to yourself. Just question why. And then he'll give you, and God will give you his answer on way. I'm not preaching to anybody here on nothing on this live stream, but Brittany, man, hey, you know, like I said, on behalf of Jimmy JSmoove, our prayers and condolences to you and to you and the rest of the family we lost. And you should not. And I also, and we all pray, and all the listeners, we all pray that you don't go through that again. Because that is one thing I don't like. I said, I don't like to see a parent going through the loss of a child, whereas a child losing a parent. So, like I said, thoughts and prayers to you, Brittany. Keep your head up. You still eroded. You keep it on out there to make her do your thing. So
most definitely.
And also, man, another little touchy subject here on the NBA note. Isaiah Thomas signed a Mr. Brinks truck. It was years ago where he said they was going to have to mess around and bring a Brinks truck for all the money he finna get. Well, they may as well just bring a sheriff's department with an envelope with his money, because he signed a 1-year deal with the Denver Nuggets. All I gotta say is, bro, you just a chemistry to that team. Hope you do well, bro. You're messing that team up.
Yeah. I mean, shit. My thing with him is, I don't know what to say to him, man. He need to get his act together, or he's gonna be out the NBA by next year. That's all I can tell you.
Actually, he's already out the NBA. His time is up.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is with him, and I want to see. I want to see him win, but I don't know. I don't know about this dude no more, man. Unfortunately, I don't know.
Who that?
Isaiah Thomas, dude.
Man,
I don't know about this dude no more.
He kind of lost my respect ever since he had the nerve want to attack Kevin Love. Bro, that automatically got you out of the that automatically got you all out of the team.
Yeah.
Shit. And then with his hip injury and stuff, I knew he wanted to tough it out. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, wait.
Because think about it. Last year, everybody talking about when they got Isaiah, Dwayne Wade, Jeff Green, Derrick Rose, Cleveland was going to go to the finals. Cleveland probably was going to win 60 games. Yeah. Cleveland barely got in the playoffs and he had to play most of the games on the road.
Yeah, I thought the chemistry would have been better, but they had to get that boy up out of there, and they had to get him up out of there. That's all I can tell you, though. But getting on another subject real fast, France just won their second World Cup, 4-2 over Croatia.
Wow! Congratulations to France. Vive la France!
Yeah, well, they got a lot of dudes. Yeah, shout out to them for getting all those African dudes from other countries to come on over. Shout out to them dudes, man. I was like, shit. Damn, man, half the team is from somewhere in Africa, some damn where. So, like, shit. Like, if you can't beat them, import them. Goddamn it, shit.
Damn right. Yeah. Yep. Hey, and on that note, I'm pretty sure Jimmy J probably got something else to talk about right quick. I gotta make a run to the latrine. That's bathroom for you other pieces here. So let me take a quick water break. Jamie filling me in on some other good stuff. Mainly talk about that Charlamagne God thing, and I'm gonna jump in on that stuff.
Oh shit! Oh, all right,
so yeah, talk about.
I'm gonna clown that boy. I'm gonna clown that motherfucker.
Jimmy J is getting ready to clown while I get ready to make a run right fast, and I'm gonna join him on that. We adding a whole lot of stuff on Let's Draw on something. So Jimmy, take it away, my folks. I'll be right back. Roll with it, Jimmy.
So what's popping and what's dropping? This is your boy Live and Direct, and this is the Live and Direct mess. You know what I'm saying? So let's have at it. It was reported earlier last Monday that DJ Charlamagne, or Charlamagne the God, had got in a situation to where he was where he pled guilty to sexual assault and rape, whatever you call it. But he pled guilty to this years ago. Now, from the jump, it kind of, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but since he was so much of a damn coon, I was like, you know what? He got to hold his own nuts on that one. And I made the right decision by letting that motherfucker hold his own nuts. Because if you look through the clips and stuff like that, he kind of contradicts himself every time he talks about this story. Go to 78 Sports page about DJ Charlamagne, and he has some clips, and those clips were very suspect. But here's the thing. The Breakfast Club need to wash their hands off with DJ Charlamagne and charge this dude to the game. The fact that this dude is a registered sex offender, and plead guilty to a sex offense is beyond me right here. Because if you didn't do nothing, you wouldn't have pled guilty to it. I don't know why you explaining yourself about this at this point. The scam is over with, dude. The fact that you had to drug another 15-year-old girl just to get some play, you drugged another 15-year-old girl, and then you want to make up lies talking about, well, I was 20 years old, and the court documents show you was 22 years old. So my thing with DJ Charlamagne, you a sick bitch. I never liked you, and I never will like you, because your motherfucking bitch ass has always been a fence sitter. You got to hold your own nuts for a lifetime on this one, or any other problem you have. DJ Charlamagne, do the Breakfast Club a favor. Get your bitch ass off there. I fucks with DJ Envy. DJ Envy can be on some bullshit too, but I can't put him in the same category as your ass is, because your bitch ass is so much of a fence sitter coon. I just don't like you, dog. And not just that, you a sex offending coon. You need to do the Breakfast Club a favor and stop and just leave the Breakfast Club. Do not take that show. Do not take that show by staying on there longer than you need to be. Do Angela Yee a favor. Do your brother DJ Envy a favor and get the fuck up off the Breakfast Club. The longer you stay on there, the worse of the show gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? So, what are your thoughts on DJ Charlamagne the Coon?
Punishment fit the crime.
Say what now?
Punishment fit the crime.
Yeah, I mean, if you were not guilty of rape, why are you pleading guilty to it? It's something you did, and then based on the clips.
I saw a little bit on that on my little YouTube stream there, man, and then I heard you were talking about another day. Some ain't kosher with that, but you know, like the stuff like that, like with like you sex offending with a 15-year-old and all the other shit. Hey, you deserve what you get. You know, fucking damn. This ain't the 1950s no more. This ain't the 50s no more. Shit, this 2018. This ain't 68 years ago. Damn, punishment fit the crime. I mean, that's all I gotta say. He pled guilty to it. You did say that he pled guilty to it, right?
Yes, he pled guilty to it. This is documented. This can be cross-referenced. He pled guilty to the crime. So my thing is, if you're totally innocent of a crime of this magnitude, you're not going to plead guilty to something of that serious. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why when motherfuckers is around me, when women is around me, and there's a possibility we may fuck, there's a possibility something may go down or something of that nature, I'm going to record everything that goes on at that point. I might not put you on camera, but I'm going to put you on audio recording just in case you might say something to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, it's against the law to have revenge recording. It's not against the law to protect yourself, record something and protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not against the law to do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and we have said that, fellas. Let me cut you off. And fellas and ladies, we have said that here on this Let's Draw on Something on episode, I believe it's between 15 and 16. Always have your shit on record, especially your phone. Put that phone on that recorder.
Yeah, because I don't want you to say I did something and I know damn well it didn't happen. Hell, there's times where I'm around people that I'm cool with. I just start recording shit just in case something may go down. If I feel something's gonna go down, I record shit because bitch, you is not gonna accuse me of anything. You're not gonna accuse me of anything that I.
I've been blessed with editing memory, photographic memory, or total recall of everything that happened and said. I have that, and I also have, and lately I've been having to use the recorder my damn self. Personal wise, not in professional capacity, because somebody at my job got fired for that shit. The Privacy Act, fucking over the Privacy Act at my job. That's another story, another time. But lately, as of late, hey, I've been having to pop that record on my phone. And little you know it or not, people, your laptop can be a good recorder on shit too. Even if the screen goes out.
Yeah, because the thing is, people do not have great intentions. They try their best to come up off of any and everything you say or everything you do. And there's people that are malicious, predatory people. There's too many rape cases going on that shouldn't even be a case. You know what I'm saying? I say protect yourself at all times. Like I say, if you're trying to holler at somebody, you're trying to get it in with somebody, press that record button just in case that motherfucker may say something. Well, he did this to me. We're on this recording where I raped you. Just put it to you like that. That's an open and shut case. You can't, like I say, it's against the law to have revenge recording, but it ain't against the law to have protect yourself recording. You know what I'm saying? So if that person can't come up with a if that person can't explain to you what happened on this recording, then that case gonna automatically get thrown out. Because the thing is, when a person say you did something, you raped him or whatnot, it's their word against yours. You know what I'm saying? Even without DNA evidence, the fact that you're a black man is their word against yours. You have to have evidence beyond a shadow of a doubt to where you might not get convicted of a particular crime. So just in case, just have the record button on. You know, under any circumstance, it don't even got to be dealing with a chick. It could just be dealing with certain business stuff. You know, it's in business that can protect you from a shitload of stuff. You know, even if somebody make you write out a contract, you can still debunk it in court as well. You know what I'm saying? Well, you told me on this recording that I'm gonna be guaranteed this amount, and then on the contract says something different. You know what I'm saying? That could be thrown out of court. That a case where a person trying to sue you for something for a contract you've written, that can be thrown out of court because that person is lying. You know what I'm saying? You know, now there are some judges that'll be like, well, you got to honor the contract. But, you know, there's cases where the judge got to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You lied to this guy. You ain't getting shit. So that can be done as well. So you should just say protect yourself. You're a black person, black man, black woman. Have sense enough to record shit. You know what I'm saying? And protect yourself. Just in case motherfuckers may do something. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah. That's enough on that. And speaking of sex, the last part of my tagline on the subject, Jimmy, and we're going to talk about sex. The last part we're going to end it off is the headline. Sexism in the workplace. Okay? I'm not a fan of it, you know, because let me say this. I have on a shirt where here, you know, people see the video. That's why I got my camera off. I don't want nobody to see what I got on. But my employer, okay, you know, they do like these little trial runs and stuff like that. With my job, they do like these little trial runs and stuff like that, you know, with a person to see if they can do the job or not. Okay. This one young lady, she filled out an application to apply for, you know, for operator, let's say like washroom operator, because she's going to replace the gentleman that, you know, he got upgraded to another position. So he can come away from back there, and then he can go back doing his position. All right. Now his old boss told him that he has, you know, the decision's up to him about who he wants, because I'm gonna tell you what the coup was, you know, whether they can whether she can pan out or not. Okay, and old boy already decided that, hey, the girl can do it, because, you know, she asked questions about something that she don't understand and what this and that. You know, she basically do something that some black people, not just us black people, but everybody else have a hard fucking time doing, Jimmy. Follow directions. Okay?
Yeah.
Follow directions and ask questions. So old boy already agreed to it by saying, well, hey, yeah, she could do it. So how about the supervisor come talking about something? I don't know, but she, and, you know, here's the cool part. Talking about, well, I don't know, but she a woman though, and I got two other guys might want to do the job. Okay, that line right there pissed me off. I don't know. She a woman. First of all, what the fuck with her doing? What the fuck with her being a woman has to do with her doing the job? That's one. You know?
Yeah.
And see, this is shit that kills me. Is it any other job? Hell, a woman can do let me put it like this. 90%, if I'm right or wrong, about a good 93% of maintenance people, the demographic are what? Males, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If a woman can do the maintenance job better than if a woman is qualified to do any fucking thing in maintenance, I don't give a fuck if you gotta have a degree in that and how to properly use a hammer. If she can do any fucking thing in maintenance, she can do it. But the thing is, what the fuck her being a woman has to do with her trying to do that job, that position.
I totally agree with that. 1,000%. I mean, it shouldn't even be a dispute about that shit, man. It shouldn't even be a dispute about that whatsoever. Yeah, it's just
that,
dude. He was being
and I
slick.
hate that
That's all
shit,
I'm saying.
man.
He
And
was
I and
saying
I and
something
I hate
slick.
that shit. And you know, and see, and that's the shit that I hate. Hell, you know, that's why I feel like this. Hey, if she can run a machine, if a woman can run a machine as good as a man, so fucking be it. I'm gonna fucking hire her. If she can do maintenance shit better than a man, I'm gonna fucking hire her.
Yeah.
You know, if shit, I don't care if she know how to mop the floor better than somebody, she's fucking hired. Look, a job is a job. A position got to be filled.
Yeah, you
Now,
gotta be
mind you,
fair.
yeah. Now, mind you, I'm going to say something. I'm going to go against the grain. Now, some women, 50-50, some of these women out here, i.e., some of our, folks at our employment, they don't make good managers. Some do, some don't.
That's true.
And believe me, there are some out there at that job out there that don't make any good managers. Hell, some of the males out there don't even make good managers. Some motherfuckers that's been out there 30-some fucking years still be the fuck shit, don't need to be a manager. Some of them really, they don't know how to be managers. And somebody really want Jimmy's money there.
I know, right? I mean, they need to cut that shit out. Whoever the fuck that is. I've been cussing people out about doing that for quite a while. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I mean, hell, like I said, there are some women out there that deserve to be managers, let alone they don't deserve to be managers out there at our old place of employment. Some of the guys need. Because I'm gonna tell you why. These motherfuckers thinking with their pocket. Okay, their brain is their pocket, and I've said that before many times.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I mean, I don't condone that slick sexism shit like what old boy supervisor said. It lets me know right there it's way to think.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, like the old adage is, he probably instilling that mentality there. Women put on deserve no matter how big their titties are, how big their ass is, and how well defined their calf muscles is on their legs. They was put on this earth they was put forth on this earth to lay on their back and make babies and cook dinner and not have a fucking word to say and just stay at home. This ain't the 50s, this ain't the 30s, this ain't the 40s, this ain't the 50s, this damn sure ain't the 60s.
Yeah, and we'll get into that on another show because there are some things about that, but the thing is, if a woman can do a job just as good as a dude is, give her the job. There shouldn't be no question about her being a woman or anything. Because I know some damn women that could go faster than my black ass could at FedEx, and it's dudes that can't work as hard as me and you at FedEx. Shit, we can roll, man. We didn't work together several different times, dude, and we get through his shit so fast. The managers be like, "Damn, son, slow down a little bit, son. Just take your time. Go drink some water, son." Say what now?
Goddamn. We can work at the slowest speed, dog, and still get shit done. But let me correct you on something like that. When you said some of the dudes don't. You said something about the dudes don't work hard out there. Some of them, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
kissing ass.
Yeah, it's some guys that don't work hard, and there's some guys that work hard. But it's some women out there, trust me, man, and that'll make us look bad. Shit, and I'm telling you, and I'm just saying that with all due respect. And I ain't, and I'm a hard working dude. Anybody that's had worked with me at FedEx, they know how hard I goddamn work, how hard we work.
Yeah.
I can't. But
Yeah,
it's some
me
women
too,
that
goddamn shit.
hell.
You say the fuck, the motherfuckers say sometimes I like work with Craig. Not the reason being why you don't like work with me because I don't kiss no ass. I'm sorry,
Exactly.
but kind of funny you mentioned, man. Let me tell this little FedEx story here. Uh, man, my old man had one time. This man, he said back 2004. Man, one of my old mans I started out with the international. That
Yes, sir.
motherfucker was a prick, man. And he was a fucking prick. He was a good dude, but he'd be an ass sometimes. Named Kevin Smith.
Okay,
He could
I
pass
heard
it.
that name.
Okay. There was some legendary stories about him. I'm not gonna tell you that. But he could pass for Joel Osteen's twin. All right. Minus the curly hair. But one time, man, him and Pops got into it about something. And Pops told them, man, he said that it was a female manager that was there that worked over the same area too. She wasn't in it.
Yeah.
My pops told Kevin that the female manager had more balls than him.
Damn. God damn.
So, okay, and he was pissed about that shit. And I looked at him like, wait a minute. I said, Pop, you told him that? And everybody did one of the rampages, got a big shout to him, James Holmes and John Cole. They was like, yeah, he did. I'm like, damn. So when the manager found out what he said, he told me, he said, hey, I didn't mean any disrespect towards you or anything. He said, I was just telling the truth. And guess what?
What'd she say?
She agreed with him. That's what I said. I ain't saying who the manager's name was.
Yeah,
but
she agreed with.
I even had to bar that line with some motherfuckers, man. I said, hey, like I work out with a non-com, like the ramp agent, before he got hurt out there, dude named Sean West.
Yeah.
I told that man, got all small with me, man. I told that man in front of everybody. I said, dude, you call yourself trying to be tough, trying to chastise me. And then you gonna say I'm lazy, ain't got no balls. I said, man, have these damn women. I said, hell, we got 2 female team leads got bigger balls than you.
Damn.
They got bigger balls than you.
I'm going back in the washer, so it might sound like I'm on dial-up, but as soon as I get out of it, I'm gonna be back at the house. I'm right across the street from the washer, so it might sound like I'm on dial-up, but continues.
Yeah, but I told Sean this shit. I told boy Sean West this shit, man. I said, you talking about I ain't got no balls. I said, man, that's bad that we got 2 female team leaders and a DG agent who plays politics a lot got bigger balls than you.
Yeah, I agree, dog.
And I looked at him. He got mad as hell about this shit. They want to fit in it, and I let them know. I said, hey, I apologize if I offended y'all. No. And they was like, one team was like, no, you good, because she said because you ain't the only one that told him. You ain't the first one that told him that. I'm like, okay. Hell yeah. I mean, I was tired of, Jimmy, I get tired of those sexist ass shit in these damn workplaces, man. I'm about tired of this shit, especially black folks. I'm just gonna come on that way. I'm just tired of this shit. This is 2018. This ain't the era where a woman. Well, I think differently than that, but this ain't the era. This ain't the housewife and the high heels era of the 50s and 60s and shit. That all they gotta do is just stay at home, lay down, and make babies for the man while he works.
Yeah, I totally agree.
That era is dead and gone, dog. Some of y'all motherfuckers out there that still got that mentality, y'all need to join us in 2018.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to find.
Go ahead, brother. What you got to say?
No, I'm in the washer trying to find my clothing because I might have. Hopefully nobody didn't jack me. I
gotta wash myself. So shit.
Yeah, but yeah, with with certain women can empathize with certain stuff. So that's why I wouldn't go all the way and say that that women shouldn't be in certain positions. Because certain management, like I got away with a few things at FedEx that I shouldn't have got away with. But it was because of a woman that understood. Because I was about to get the jacket with somebody, and she was like, "Well, I can understand, you know, James. I understand, you know." So, and this was a manager that nobody liked. This was a black woman, older black woman. She was like, "Well, hey, I understand you want to kick his ass." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, so like certain things I got away with her that I wouldn't have got away with the man and stuff like that. So sometimes it's good to have women in certain positions, especially management positions and stuff like that, you know. But there could be a flip side to that, depending on the woman as well. So, but like I said, if she qualified for it, hey, let her do it. You know, let her do it. That's the way I see it. If she can work as hard as another man can, let her do it. Hell, that's the way I look at it. As long as she ain't trying to cut corners, then let her do it.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it.
But see that, I mean, that's where I see it too. And see, and you know, like you said, as long as they ain't cutting corners. But I'm gonna tell you something though. You wanna know who's gotten very professional and learn how to cut corners and keep from doing hard work just to advance? Us.
Who?
The male gender.
Yeah.
If you ain't, and I mean, I work with a manager, man. When I started out at FedEx, I worked with a manager, man. And, I mean, he was cool. He was cool as shit. Okay, but see, he has some real bad fuck ways about it. I think my pops had to put his he had to put his ass in check in a private account. Like that man, like when I was going back in my last year in the guard, I had to go to Fort Bragg, okay, and had to get my check. I said, because I said, man, because at that time, I said, yeah, the guard, they trying to fuck us over in our check and shit, talking about we ain't gonna get paid or whatever. They said, okay, so I tell you what, he said, with your check and everything, we'll put it in your account and you go ahead and get it on out. But anyway, man, they never tell my pops, man, he talking about, I may have to be talking about, well, while Craig gone, I probably had to cut him a loose, send him off to another area, wait till he send him off to another area, because I don't like the way he worked. So he said, what you mean? Because he had put a positive side about it. He said, well, what you mean? What you mean you don't like the way he worked? He said, he just got away. He said, let me tell you this. He said, you just mad because he just don't kiss no ass. That's what it is.
Ooh.
And he told him that nicely. Man, he said, when he first started, he told me about you.
Damn.
Just went out. Okay. You know.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. When he first started, he said, man, he told me some things about what you did, man. You know, he said you cater to people that you only know that. He said, well, let me ask you this here. He said, well, have you asked him what his goals is? He said, are you at least trying to help him? Try to do this and do that? No. He said, well, why aren't you? He said, you help everybody else. You help your kind of people.
Damn.
he shit. I'm not gonna say his name. Pops basically schooled his ass. He said, you see, the difference is, you help your kind of people. He said, that's why a lot of people, he said, that's why Craig, and that's why my son said he don't give a fuck if some people out here don't like him, not because he's his own man. So he said, so hey, then Pop said, he said, I just told you what happened. Said just messing with that shit. He said, so you might want to try again. He said, you might want to come to me with a different conversation.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that, brother. So,
I mean, I gotta say it like this: if a woman can do that position, any position, I don't care if it's mountain clothes or shoving the shit up, shoving the shit, or whatever. If she can do it just about as good as a man or as better as a man, so be it. Give her the position. Don't get all sexist about it. You know,
That's
don't
the way
come
I
with
see
no.
it.
I don't know shit. Woman, what the fuck woman got to do with it? What the fuck her gender got to do with that shit? As long as she not do a job,
Yeah. Yeah.
man, go
And
somewhere
and,
with
and,
that. Man,
and
go
like I
somewhere
say,
with that bullshit.
there's advantages and disadvantages with both gender. And like I say, if the female manager is real cool, she can, let you get away with certain stuff, man. I know I didn't pull some shit out my ass before, but some of them gave me the benefit of the doubt too, though. You know what I'm saying? Whereas
Yeah,
if it's a dude, it's not going to be the same result and stuff like that. So, there are some good things and bad things, but like I say, if she does the job, give her the job.
yeah. I mean, hey, that's how I feel about it.
Yep,
Yeah, but
she
if you
does.
got a lazy motherfucker, but if you got a lazy motherfucker, like like with my issue, I mean, I bid it on the job, and I come to find out it was offered, it was already offered to somebody, so somebody else who started months after me got the job before I did. So I mean, and I will say this, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize about how I've been acting lately in my job. I don't just, really feel that you don't deserve them. You will not deserve an explanation from me. That's an excuse. So you will not.
Uh huh.
But let's do one better. They don't. Some folks don't deserve reasons about why I'm acting. Because hey, I'm bitter. Because right now I'm just gonna say this. I'm bitter about my pay, and then I'm bitter that I didn't get the job. But somebody started months before me got off the job before I did. So I got every right to be pissed. And that's why I said code suffering in 256. Hell, everybody in 256 suffered. And like one of my
Yeah.
buddies of mine said, and they had to relocate down to Florida. Said that
Yeah.
they had to leave Alabama because of smoke. People don't
Yeah.
want to
With
advance.
yeah, with Alabama, man. Uh, Alabama's one of those states to where if you an old elderly person or something like that, uh, that's a good place for you because you're not doing a lot of moving around. But people our age, you know, we got to move around, man. So that's not the ideal place to be.
Yep.
So
And I pulled up a quote. She said she was originally she moved back to Florida because she said that not gonna say the city's name, said Montgomery. Said Montgomery's a city full of poverty, crime, and a terrible school system. And it wasn't for her. Now I have read and digged my dirt on Montgomery. Yes, the school system is terrible in Montgomery.
absolutely.
Now it's terrible in Montgomery. Now Huntsville City Schools, I gotta say they're kind of like on par with Chicago. Okay. But it's
Yeah.
got its share of fuckery too. And my boy asked me, he said, "How the folks is down in Montgomery?" I said, "I'm well in Huntsville." I said, "I'm put it like this." I said, "About 6% of all of them are from Chicago." Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I said, "But the rest of them, man, they're just some you got too many fuck boys and fuck girls down here, and that's for real." So
Yeah. I agree.
and you know, I mean, and I simply hinted what I want to talk. What I said I was going to talk about the Jimmy JSmoove program and wait till everything on to the dust settle on that. Because on part two of Craig Comes Clean, I'm letting it all loose. That's all I got to say. I'm letting it all loose. I'm letting it all loose.
Mm-mm.
So
I
on
heard
that
that,
note,
brother.
but other than that, man, episode 18 will probably be this Sunday or maybe next Sunday. Who knows? Well, this coming Sunday or next Sunday. Who knows? But Jimmy J, anything like that?
Man, good show, man. I'm just great show, man. We covered everything we wanted to talk about for today. So great show, man, and hope everybody out there that's listening is doing okay, man.
Same here. And by the way, bonus note, dessert. But let's draw on something. I said let's draw on something. I said dessert. cutting it scene. Friday on Sports Talk. The younger brother of Dedrick and KJ Lawson, Chandler, is transferring from Memphis East to Oak Hill Academy. I mean, that I think that's a good move because maybe whoever they and Memphis East, I don't know if Jimmy knows if they named their coach yet or not as replacing Penny. I guess shit. With Penny there not being there no more, maybe they don't like the new coach.
And not just that, Coach Lawson, Keelan Senior, he's actually the head coach at Wooddale.
Okay.
Which I think it was. I think he was trying to become the head coach at East, and the fact that he couldn't become the head coach at East, I guess he went on, but he did this before because the Big Brothers, they played for East when they won that championship with Nick King. They won a championship
Robert
there.
Jackson is the coach.
Say what now?
Robert Jackson is the new coach.
Well, he's pretty much. Well, he was classified as the head coach a couple of years ago.
Robert
Because
Jackson.
yeah, because when Penny was just always known as the real coach because he drawed out the plays, but Coach Jackson was just sitting on the bench. So he's basically getting his title back again. That's basically what that was. But since the TSSAA changed the rules for Penny Hardaway, because the fact that he owned Team Penny, he couldn't be classified as the head coach. But they changed that rule. They changed that rule on behalf of Penny Hardaway. So they was like, well, let's stop being petty. Which a lot of TSSAA rules is very petty. It's very crazy and stuff like that. But I guess since Penny's not there and he got a head coaching job at Wooddale, because the youngest of the brothers, Jonathan Lawson, he's going to Wooddale. He's going to Wooddale. So yeah. Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so yep. But other than that, I don't have anything, y'all. But other than the fact I'm gonna go in here and fix me a late brunch or late snack. Fix me this late snack and then watch the new episode of Power. Because that's a good thing about Stars. You can watch it. You can watch this shit early. So, but
yeah.
Other than that, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, man. I need to catch up on Power because I don't really pay attention to Power like that. So,
What season have you watched any of the season?
Man, I haven't even paid attention to it, but I know it's good. That's all I know, man. I haven't paid attention to that.
Hey, I'm put
crap
like
at
this.
all.
I'm put like this. If you ever get you a week off from work, a vacation, you want to sit back in the house, you got on demand. All the seasons of Power is on demand, and where you can catch up on all that shit from season 1 all the way up to 4.
Because here's the thing, I don't watch a lot of television. You know what I'm saying? So I keep up with a lot of stuff, but it's mostly sports and weather, certain things in the news. I don't keep up with everything in the news. So yeah.
Right. Now I've been watching. Now if HBO come on with a new season of Ballers, man, shit, that shit good there. Now I watch. Now that's the Rock's show. I like that shit.
Oh yeah, now that
Ballers, that really just details the fuckery of professional football, and then the way, especially about the one about with the GM and shit, how he could fuck somebody over. Hey, that lets you know right then and there. GMs don't give they claim to give a fuck about your best interest, and they don't. So
yeah,
if you haven't seen the season of Ballers, Xfinity, get that mic, hold that mic button, say watch Ballers, and it'll pull up both seasons on there. So it's pretty good. And yeah. I'm waiting on, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm waiting on the new season of Hard Knocks. I'm interested in the Cleveland Browns, see what they gonna have going on now.
Well, so, they not gonna do much of nothing, and they may as well fire Coon Jackson, man. They may as well just go on and get ready, get their checkbook out and buy out his contract, and call it a career for this dude. Because He's not gonna change the Cleveland Brown. 0-16, man. Come on. They
You
need to
won at
charge this
15
dude
your first year. Wait a minute. 1-15 your first year, 0-16 the following year. Okay, now Jim, I'm gonna give a benefit of the doubt. I think they'll win 6. If they win 6 games this year, that'll surprise me. If they win fucking 9, man, I'll go buy me a 5th of Jack and drink.
Well,
I ain't drunk no Brian looking away.
Well, first off, he shouldn't have never took that job to begin with. I've always said he made a mistake taking that job, trying to rebuild.
He should have stayed the bank as the Bengals offensive coordinator.
Yeah, because Cleveland, since they reactivated the franchise, they are not trying to win at all. Looking at the way they do things over there, they're not trying to win. They are not trying to win there. So
you're gonna get a fucking baseball dude. Well, they had got rid of. You're gonna get a fucking baseball dude to be your GM. That was stupid. But
yeah,
man. And you wanna know what the fucked up part about it was though? The dude that I think it was Ernie Zampese's son. I think grandson or one of them. He replaced Hugh Jackson as offensive coordinator, and they put up better numbers. They put up better numbers than the previous year. I'm like, shit,
man. Yeah, so Hugh should have stayed at Cincinnati. And is Marvin Lewis still at Cincinnati or no?
Yeah.
I don't know why Marvin don't just throw in the towel on that, man. He need to leave Cincinnati. He's never gonna win over there.
No.
The way I look at it.
I think really Cincinnati's best coach is Sam Weiss.
Yeah.
You don't live in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Boy, that was legendary. Man, that was legendary, bro. That man walked over to the blue. Stop this game. He said, now, if anybody throws another piece or throws anything on this field, you point them out, have these guys escort the bum out. You don't live in Cleveland, you in Cincinnati. And then he dropped the mic. I'm like, damn.
Damn.
Yeah, because he was mad, man, because they showed the whole game. Somebody threw something at one of the Cleveland players or something. And then when he saw it, he looked, and that's when he walked over, told the ref to stop the game. Don't charge me on the time. And that man, them Sam Weiss chicks, man. You look at and that's a plug on something. Look up Sam Weiss Cleveland, and you'll see him in that starter jacket. You'll see him in that starter jacket. He shut the stadium down. He said, and if anybody point the bum out, get him out of here. You don't live in Cleveland. You in Cincinnati. He dropped the mic. Like damn.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
You know, Sam Weiss, one of the legends of the Bill Walsh School. And that's another subject, another time. So, other than that, y'all. Once again, let's thank my boy Jimmy JSmoove for joining me. Rep 1 Race 901. He represented 932. Y'all know how he do. This is Craig Smith. Born Race 773. Relocated to 901 and trying my best to survive in this shitty ass 256. Until next week, y'all. Holla.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.